at what the new Chief Justice. We can talk about the UN General Assembly. We could talk about the NPP demonstration of freedom of speech, and we can talk about the Galamsey that's going on right now. And I think the government right now is standing tall about the Galamsey fight, and he's doing everything he can by his power with his group of trainees who have taken the mantle to chase those crazy ballheads out there. And you can see a lot of clips, video clips from other reporters indicating of the effort being made to either reduce the Galamsey or eradicate it totally. And so tell your friends and neighbors across the globe and say, yeah, Daddy, we about to rock and roll. And so let's commence with the JM UN speech that was so phenomenal, was so inspiring, and above all is some encouragement. He had that courage. Let's listen.
Africa's overall participation in the organization's founding was minimal and relatively unimportant. That's because before all the other talks and meetings, representatives from a group of 14 nations gathered in Berlin for a series of discussions that began in 1884 and which led to the partitioning and formal colonization of the African continent, which is also called the Scramble for Africa. It has famously been written that past is prologue. Well, in the past, the majority of the 54 nations that now comprise Africa were never offered a seat at the table where plans for a new world order were being drawn. But, Madam President, as fate would have it, the tables are turning, and Africa's role in the authorship of whatever is yet to come for this world is going to be huge, and it will be consequential. According to this organization's own projections, by the year 2050, more than 25% of the world's population is expected to come from the African continent. Additionally, by 2050, 1/3 of all young people aged between 15 to 24 will be residing on the African continent. So you see, the future of this world is African. Allow me to say this once again a little louder for those of you in the back. The future is African. Already today, Africa is a catalyst for human potential and development, as well as for economic reform and ecological stability. Africa is a catalyst for systemic change. If this reality, which is fact-based and straightforward, seems provocative or unsettling, perhaps it's because you are viewing it through the lens of centuries of filters, colonialism and imperialism, and the resulting implicit bias.
Yeah, this is not all we heard about our great president who was making the point at the UN Assembly. He continued to talk about the conflict in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. He spoke about that too, and that even was also another courageous statement that he made. Let's listen to it.
For nearly 2 years, and for the fear of reprisals, we here in this General Assembly have been playing hide and seek with language to find the right words to help us avoid or excuse what we all know is taking place in Gaza. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what you call it. If it looks like a duck, it swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be a duck. The crimes in Gaza must stop. The crimes in Gaza must stop. Madam President, I also want to draw particular attention to the conflict in Sudan, which this body has described as the world's largest humanitarian crisis. 12 million people have had to flee their homes. And when we speak of migration, we refer to the 12 million new Sudanese refugees, whom we as a global community should be willing to assist in much the same way that many member nations readily assisted new refugees coming out of Ukraine. Let's dispense with the euphemisms and dog whistles and speak frankly. It is not a mystery that when leaders of Western nations complain of their migration problems, they are often referring to immigrants from the global south. But many of those immigrants are climate refugees. And interestingly, the global north emits 75% more greenhouse gases than the global south. However, the effects of climate change are more severe in the global south because we lack the resources to address them effectively. And so when the desert encroaches on our villages and towns and they become unlivable, we are forced to flee.
We are forced to flee. That is the comment of our president. He spoke about the Gaza and also Sudanese who are going through these challenges for a very long time. And we all find it really, really interesting that our president was bold enough to make all this pronouncement in order for the world to know that things are changing, and it's changing very quick. Let me take this short commercial break, and when I come back, I introduce my panelists, and then we'll continue. Just 2 minutes.
I don't look like what I have been.
Hello.
Akuya.
Yes.
Eti say.
Boko now swear.
Na me adom Ghana boko.
Na me adom boko. Now swear.
Na me adom me pegana aduane adi wo ho. Enti se wobetumi anya bode ne kontomire ne banchi no de abremia enka mani beje pa obi be ba US na me adom next week.
Na ko de abrel. You.
Enti no o de kekani nyina bom na nipa no ba me de number be ma na wa fro why.
Matter.
Ene bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, Kewo, they be a phone tarwa, so and then if a bunch in a body free Ghana, Bremia, answer.
Akuya ma figure na aduane o. Ba wonim say US answer de edin so benya Ghana aduane ato.
O de krom ha say what ha kwa, enti ne ekoso wo ha no mu nyina onte ye. Say manimi we na twam. Ya de Ghana ba US abrochima mu ha no say Charlotte Way Tropical Market. Wo benya nuane bi te say enwo macro ahoro nyina abenkwan a ye de agu chance mu eno so benya bi wo ho. Eye magi sardine ahoro bayere bode potato brodo enyadoa emu gari wele prekese beans ebro ntos milo kokonte momo ne krampo no upebia ubenya bi wo Charlotte Way
edina wo boy na mahu baby kro we na madam fu bi di ho adanse de kire me no yes omoton African way nyina
anne sawadam fu ni di ho adanse e kire ode ana ye no kretrodo omotonton African way GT pentoma a de apempa me ma shirt kama e de apam manta de eye dress skirt kawa sandal shoes slippers any coat omutimisha ko office any baby bi anyina Charlotte Way Tropical Market etonton bi wo hono ahwene e sa de beto sisi ana de beto sa na sa de beto 9 po ne Charlotte Way etonton bi wo hono hwehwe ye kira kwan e wo 396 West Pike Street number C Lawrenceville Georgia 30046 Freya wa telephone number we so 678-682-3577 Charlotte Way Tropical Market, African, Caribbean, and Latino market.
Your one-stop tropical shop.
You and just your grace. You have changed my story.
Memo Bibia Aquaba, the Arcania 4 Stars Radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, and they warm me, ma'am. Bibia, yes, I found engineer, send a kind of war like here. Now, what share in say you call you anymore, Nissa. Ye Ghana 4, your woman on it, so you need a D, tree, if he is answer, Wunduhania, Nichia, and Echo, Obako for so enche dam for until ye nyina ye bomwa ye just say ye koyinim ene sa ene ye bekasa afa ensem foa bebre fa kwa de befa ne bia ne just say ye som twetwe ne mom ne di akotene pa ye omampani a or call UN assembly na wako akodan hu edi a kire won say samre di eye emre strong kokora ntino me konkoma ma bejefo no akwa ba mamiama akwa ba bia boko de
adumo
jo eno ano no metun ka na meniaji ya na wahwe wichi wodidin kakra mame me da se wo fa
daddy say
say
na me adum boko
good afi mi se mi sabeka eye Canadian man papa hello with the near woman. No, okay. Yo, you say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
yeah.
I say.
Sorry. Now,
I don't free you go so the must say the munyina say enti wo like na wa share me way member sa we there tough we all know it says President John Mahama addresses at the 80th session of the United Nations Assembly was a pivotal statement, brilliantly synthesizing Ghana's domestic economy turnaround with a firm demand for global institution reform. The speech continues to drive continental dialogue, resonating deeply with Ghanaian aspirations for economic self-reliance and global recognition. He boldly declared that the future is Africa. Therefore, it is time the world paid attention to the youth of Africa, demanding a greater African voice on the world stage. Mahama also touched on the recent reset agenda, delivering economic relief to Ghanaians. His 24-hour economy igniting hope for jobs, women leadership, and also empowering the other things that we need in order to have a fair job-related employment opportunities. And that is what our president went and said, move bibre no yati. Enipa bibre kase omampeni ne kasa wode kokotu dwa ewo UN assembly no pache se emodru pa enti sa ensemo a wode kokotu dwa yi emunya hon ena ebeboa yen Ghana for ena afi so no oka bibi eto aso say inflation minim say na mesi aka na ewotwi mu je say asetena abrabo asetena ani sika mu asem no apije ne mu apije nanka eye 23 but sisi ano abafom ya yinim dollar ya ebe afom kakra nti no mampeni di eno so etu dwa nti no yemhwe menko mamema ho mamema what your mampeni ensem na okokaye no enipa pi kire se emu odu wayade wenya kokoduro epa na afesu so no ne oman se ne esi kono a wo chechire mu ade na eche se wayade pa na wo so hu ni sen esense nye nipa nyina ene hu se wayade enti no menti o mamema
yo that is it chow for
I be aju so
na me share that because it's precious to me but my kind like I've gone over everything my kind but yes but sabi sana mom peniti no and sana ya jatay ebom wa hi na me expect say your president John Dramani Mahama benya kukudro aka the okai no why are dear papa one selfish when the speech no more. Overall no he touched everything in favor of Africa, Ghana and the world as a whole. And in the ekoso na okay about immigration, okay about economy, okay about what else okay he touched every part of Ediama higher wa brabum na the okay money and the pan said this time no ye nam say ye ani say ye ma ye so the score high it say okay say eya na ye ba ha no mo titi undermine but eya no mo refi say mpanimfo Ghana fo abaye mpanimfo e wo krom ha sebi ebi aka ye papa kotu ana afeso okay say I said discrimination kakra because Sudan for no any problem on no na America for emphasis on but Ukraine for any problem there omo jiji omo e wo krom ha na ade ba ko kan money, me, I want to say, or see, Obianiwa, Obeja Nepa, it was you unless assassin I say, Obianiwa, Obama commanding Obama newspaper, Atra Trakumu, Abasa, Obama should take greener pastures. Unless the chroma is Obianiwa, Obeda, Oka Bibi. But I posted it even on my status. Now, every day, because Sabi, and yes, I'm not calling say, and about number 12 million people from your room, and no more, I'm a man, or I put to a pants on Chroma. Emma, Omudi Ria, good years to now, apart from that, also, Yabahano, I had to say, how do I put it together? Like, young Crawford, Papa Hannah, and this and I see a some like a 70 Okasai. Media to me, no, me or Donald Trump and committee, me tibe boom, because of Casatiano. But as I said, yeah, Sabi, every Donald Trump, the much trouble from people for us. But JDM, papa Nigeria for the omu de ya anyum na omu do to say na omu expect say JD be kasa sa wama say we Ghanaian na you should be very proud of yourself wakasa yie onya abutre oyiyi mu baako e no de kasa ye be bona baso papa na some no tell me history about some of the quotes, you know, about yeah, you better and opportunity, you know, the immigration of some of my 3 months, and then almost had the person to say, my 5 years, multiple visa.
Okay.
Wakati you. Sana onye akukutu ɔde kata oyi na no yɛbɔ paa sɛ onye kukuduro fanti ɔmo Ghana nyinaa ɔmo awie sika no sɛ prostitution ɛkɔ so wano na onye kukuduro te sɛ kɔmde ni amada na ɔgyina hɔ no nko ɔkɔ na Nyankopɔn de ato no akoma so no nyame mmɔ n'akoma so ɔmo ne nyansa ɔmo na ahoɔden.
Okay. Joe, mami amani o kanye no nyame emani nyansa ne akukuduro a ye JDM obetumi odi ato adwumadi ne so wo hwe a wo kan nsem bebre efa 24-hour economy say that will bring a lot of jobs to the youth, especially the youth. Minko wo fire ho na minko ti wo fire. Wo fire, do you agree say agree pa say Omampeni akasa wakasa wati yenim Kofi Annan ni ade na bobo di intino wuhunu se enidaso bi ewo ho ema Ghana yedache ni ye mebru a akaya na wafa mizao.
Okay, thank you very much. Very good. Yeah, you could not and yes, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Ghana for you from very respect to Ghana. Ni bia we bia it means researching everywhere. Because now Ghana city have found some they say it me researching bia this year 2 years. Now Ghana start finding to my person. And no am why you can was starting from the one up to now. We are researching one. Researching no be on the bar UN. General Assembly, the 80th anniversary. Educate. Efa ni speech na o Canadian. So o share. Asema o kana 100% the move part. They say okay. And someone they say wow say rekindling of hope for our country, Africa, and the entire world. Eti wakasa ni kasa no emma shemu emma your country, emma Africa, and the entire world. Ena niema obubo so no ebi immigration, Israel and Palestine war, reparation, technology, economy, and women empowerment. But because of time, you know, that became me boni as the Mecca Afra, Namasinya Samia. That became start free the economy or started free the economy. How bad their country economy was. Or inherited here in January 2025. Now at that time, Bloomberg, near the economy near zero, junk status. Dollar has moved from we left them 3.9, equal 17. And now many will say name Zuma Power be here with the finance minister and what do you call it? The finance ministry and the Go Board initiatives are putting in place. Dollar senior as they do 10, above do 10, 1 to 10 to $1. And at now one then I could have 11 to 12, but we shall need the range, you know, that the Kenya Kasidia, which is making the economy very strong and vibrant. And near my cost to ye, Ghana for any J. I got the 4 Mudi Gania J importers in a J, Okompe for any J, about your kind for any J, because Nina dollar near the API. That the case. Obia, you are also dieted with this habit near Sukwada. Just under his care in just 4-5 months, you know, or they are transforming Sadia decide change the Yaba. Ghana Nibia Nam Street into an oppose, say, Prez Mahama or a president from Kukra Yem Vida. Minuka said that inflation, they are 23.8. Brian, don't forget, say, for 54, 53. And almost all my year about 34 something, on the basis 23 point something. And within 6 months, within this short time, inflation better 11 point something. Very soon, I for a single digit. That and then I'll bet back about this government. Just say, about Papa Abba, Ghana for Ghana for year video, because I didn't crown a mama who's ama oman my debt too much ama ye ye be ye kura enka mukura munye mistake akra ne nya bibi kakra nka ye nya fenka every day bia wo ma ye hu to ye sa hu to nko a dedicate enti wo hwe economy na resetting ni ade na wo kana dedicate inflation say amene wo kasa yi aba for me 11.8 uko a year exchange rate about from 17 to 12, 10, 11 to 12. And a bank rate in our about from dedicate. Near my goods and services, your system to boom. I'm a Ghana for one and then Ghana for it 3 times. But in 2014, 2024, December, and I can afford it 1
Okay.
and nobody did 3 times.
Okay.
It's now for you say if I talk coming how many
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute, okay. Midi Manu Babe, Okasafa women empowerment. As the first time, the first vice president Oyo Oba in our country. And now for Tanzania, so I Oba female president. And you know, this kind of Niamani in Abepuama that shaping the African continent. Oka out about reparation. Certain European countries, in American, and near more free a watch now. And so much first can be HPI and MIA can be to decompensate here because we share most of our resources and mobile fire, including the human resources, and almost developing of the country. And to be America will be Europeans will be most developed countries
Okay.
from the west of the Africans. What they are saying.
All right.
Into ignite the Africans and there is hope for Africa.
Okay.
And at the end of and one
All right.
in the next future, no, the 1 or 2 or 3 days in Africa, the age this, you know, will be living in Africa.
Okay.
And the Africa is a place that is good for the business, doing of business and other stuff.
Okay. All right. Yo. May I say, fire on the in kind of New York here, customer for the ruling government and DC. Minko, it's it's a for Papa.
Yeah, come
Ah, me too, Kayina, Mr. Wash, woman, so mammy, having Pessemino, a being Yanobia or happy, Mr. Ah, when you're over, keep your with me, Mr.
Okay, already the kind of chairman young Modica. But I simply am a back here will be political journey. in the background, by saying background politically, one kind of you have to tell the person it's a politically one kind of. And you know, yeah, that's a second of also to me, but me, Madrid, authentically, the Oman Penico Carlo, or you and whatever United Nations go beyond. And you know,
I didn't hear.
Oman Penico free Ghana, about United States, you know, on one chrome, was he able to mention it? And he said, who can be the other African side, but you are who chrome. As we did the hosts here, was he able to make mention of that? Let's face political realities. Because what could you know? Let me be honest with you. I had a placard and compare me call as Solomon. Can we go? I catch some Sassimo Walker can't come up to that now. Up a jamming one, Solomon Ghana and Penina politically and factor.
Inti and some more coin now, but African.
A being to me, they are authentic. Now, since you were the Capocan, you see, I saw Opacan and right here. Yes, we are scrutinizing, and we will some kind of radio station. We are coming to explain everything one by one. Where he spoke the truth, we are going to applaud him. But where he lied politically, we are going to tackle it. You can't more. And I mean, politically, a man will keep Ghana and politically. In same way, you walk and me party and Ukrainian or Kasaminti. Because what can it theoretical. When it comes to the practical concept of the political journey, then he's always doing something different. And you may walk because I mean, no one, the political journey, it seems like they are criticizing, but he's not politically, he's not doing what he says. And you know, yes, scrutinizing him. When he spoke the truth, we will come and applaud him. But when he went wrong the truth, we will just let him know so that next time when he mounts a platform like that, he will be very authentic. Because on one chrome, me the main cassette me chrome, me call you me chasso. So on one penny ko jina ho kasa blah 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 blah. On one chrome, and then what catch Ghana for? And then I come here placards. No, I could be so man, my children said the whole world will be a kind baby afraid. A dear neck of war. A dear simple what me a country Ghana for. It's a political shame. That's it.
So, it was for Nyansa in your back for 3 and a half so Obia Henny Efata Nanim into Nia Moti Biano Sa and a corner pepper pace and say Obibia Numedro Fema. Yarfo no an also no anum nedro e jesa faka jesa ne course ni na no we hunu bibia say we e no aka say ne kromu ne yine da woni so asa we yi wiase de na metwa mo abesisi na ye betwa so e wo galamsey any demonstration a ye NPP mebru so no e de hye so say ehunehuna no entumu obiom dadekei mbaisia.
The whole building is the parliament where the city Robert Albany, so he's not.
Sampa.
What the film can of our because I may be a woman so. See, I found it coming. Batman and then I came and I didn't keep it. And I started for war. Hey, any problem? Of course, I take it.
Side check, yeah, form the apple. And then maybe say,
Some catch them. If they had the and if you are at that's it. The same with you.
Also, Bansis, you're Mahama. You're to Obama, what's a Ghana for them, what's I say, Oba Ghana, you're Brahman. And now, Okasa, now one of Contractors, Yacho. Hey, and then the President Kufafu, or your trouble for power, President Kufaru. Then know your trouble for power. Sansa Sopa, and this for Sopano. Yeah, you didn't attempt, China Bosso, and Okasa or Chubia to Mudia. And then Kebehupa. Yeah, catch Mahama and say, son. The selective justice, I say, you're ready for NDC. You're ready for NPP. You're not able to. You can't hear Mahama say, no, minority leader. On the communication, NDC communication director, work on off. So, Bokuno, work on off. No, for so Bokuno, Obokume, Oboku, not on prayer. Okanina. Ever seen a police in Chino?
Now my officer complained.
Yes, yeah, petition. General Secretary in Sunday. Yeah, Nina. If you come here, I say, NPP for our Mra. You did you and NDC for Mra. Omoya the Boniana, Yajujo Makuma. Way and Yetra, Yada Senior.
We will now be intimidated. NPP Youth Wing protest. The national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Henry Nanabuachi, popularly known as Nanabi, has declared that the party will not be intimidated by what it's described as deliberate attempt to state institutions to target and silence its members. Speaking to the media during the Yensuro and Hunahuna protest in Accra, organized by the NPP Youth Wing, under Selim Mustafa, Nanabi accused the police of showing clear bias in their handling of political cases. He cited the arrest of Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo Abronya DC alongside activists such as Obama and then a Fanta comedy who were publicly handcuffed and paraded after their arrest. Now, do you see Sisiano Semne Nanabi etiato mutu enompa chese amampani tata en afis no bono mo a wutie asemo kan say obi kra at threaten and I say wa boni intrani ye minority leader say what misakanwa won fanche no kra nti wumunu say abronye ene wo mo ye cheche won ne ade nyina no ye ne kwanso no ana say Womutu Mampa America Edodo Sisiano Bia NPP for especially Edis Bopa Eba just a wushe NDC ni ye bibia na ye jane ho na NPP ni koka bibia na ya cheno ntakwakwa is selective justice bi say ye yi nia wo mo pese wo mudi ho asem no na modi afeso no wo mo ya chichi won na bepim sisiano ntumi ne obia nkonko gina asem di bia ama yembu no for intino my beautiful moon is saying, Mamma. Hello, Mamma. Mamma, what to make up? Oh, okay, yeah, Sisi had me answer me to come.
Yo, Daddy K.
Yes.
Yo, at first, if you have seen more about because we say your time. Anyway, now red on the line now I said okay.
Yeah.
Sabi, the Nado was solo. You want beyond veterans castle in Nado. Credit to program can one time said the young Kumama and see the Busia for. Anna, I said my body again. And yes, sir, and we are MP. yes, I'm a cassa. On my good movie. A politician on the outside promote, on him to
or send a video.
So, people could be also a myself from Gimpa every year. How can you talk like that? And some people you poto. Over here. Was your papa mano. That's number one. Now, Yachina, Obekata, a father, Williams, who a did not 10 minutes bad in it. I mean, how? Obia or Bonita, no, can't dear Nipacona yet. Nani Pacon who said, only who's who I am. Now, who father of one Yama and did not come and count 77 semi emphata.
And they say, and no, so Kevin Taylor can be sa. Uri if he say Kevin Taylor, Eddie Nebano. Me patch say Kevin Taylor can similar, even worse. You know, a holiday.
Or Kevin Taylor, or Kevin that is all cut with evidence. One cut be on cut be bias or become obi or obekum obia. Now, Kevin Taylor, now waiting. You see, Jarina. Bodem ni be you want to ma na udine ti a wo so ye jimi wo ye bodem ni bi me can tell a kasa o kasa me first no na o kan yansasem etimitie na so o kasa krapo na it is repeated na you first no of the episode ni scandals ni ama utumi say o kasa na enche na pu o Ghana aha na o so ba be didi atam dia me ti o kra bi yeah. Okay, and Fatima no so be can say obekuma ma abra onu pokata wi ano ayi about me
Mami ma fanti comedy no enya no kan yo ono anka bibia o say wunim ade no mu yi a ono anka sa de wanka bibia obi ne ba ne panel de se ne meni wo ka say na anka meni wo ka sa na wo ato wanu tio se wo hu Intino ye babe cheme instead of wono a uka wanu wotu wanu tio nti sa na tie there be no wonimu no
Intino
intino enima bi wo ho a enye boapayo ne be efrimu na aba entina
okay intino
yeah
now apart from that the case Ghana no crab me unim say na ye pese Ghana no ekofa because if you poyer fan say am party pako na ya dia the way Ghana for by year before mama baba no mama ba so ati corruption e no ti obi a say hey o ti e be dey akwani Ghana ye very corrupt country why say na ya see na e jana be tom na ye nyina ye want to ye telling you because the way I expected that would be like president, a ruler, you know. And that's simple rules. Simple rules.
Democracy, is 400 years ahead of Ghana until we just started.
I know how we live as human beings and Ghanaians live as human beings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, say I'm running here, Juma.
A simple method. A rule promo. Yes, a football at one. A two football at two. Ghana, a whole minister and a footballer. And son of who said, "Are they? Or what is a human move omonim? And so sometimes share schools be a room. This will be appointed. Say, a hospital will room. This will be appointed. A ye will be at the American. How? Why are we living like we are animals? How? The way the brothers are.
It's just because Emra. Yemra ni nenye juma wo Ghana honum. Hadie wo ba eye juma.
But people talk too much. I don't know Kasasua. Like they talk from their stomach. They don't talk who say adena ye no ye yema ye nyina. And adena ye no it will be effective not now but tomorrow.
Nti
now.
Nti ehunahuna tiato no mutu na wo hu ni sai ene kwan so ano ana sai ehu hia. Demonstration or Mukoin.
For demonstration, they say democracy. They are allowed to talk their nonsense.
Okay.
Everybody is allowed to say anything. Democracy. Into Omunye. And Ukrababa, Oman so no, they are the Juma.
Okay.
The Omukoye democracy. The same things now. NPP for one now, Omuyano. And you have no one who's a mood demonstration.
Okay. All right. Mate, yo, Mate, Babia, I see demonstration and Yadi Fofro, and Teminko, Wofia, Minko Tino, Wofia, so Nidia, what in a mova. Emununa demonstration, we want to say, you want and I say, no Kwanso, because Utumu say, Mampeni by NPP for Kwan Yachi wants a BPMCC, aha, until no Meminti also dear. Almost say, Womusro, and Munamuna, Piani baby.
Okay. That case, to be honest with you, that demonstration, everybody has the right to demonstrate, right? But who better demonstrate, concrete evidence in India. I'm a person who capture a man sign, and who say, be a finding it, what they are there. So far, by way by a wood to Bonipia. One of my almost nothing, no more to TV, no more person, or yet, not just from Ponca, a buying a bad. Go on the street right now and see people will tell you that demonstration you know me and sir, or my year already did them. Because that is demonstrators and demonstrating most of them I will send it to you.
We'll see. Hold on, maybe demonstration here. Demonstration here, Kwasiasem. I just want you to.
Because I can tell you, sir, that they don't know what they are talking about. Because, let me tell you that
demonstration. Hold on. Let's clarify something here. Wenu and a young Kwasiasem as a demonstration. Oma yeno etrumuni na young Kwasiasem.
May this one in particular organized by the NPP and Kwasiasem Kwano didn't war.
Are you serious?
Are
you serious?
Listen to me. I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay,
demonstration. Who are journalists? Make a follow up and see. If you ask them the reason why they are demonstrating, or
now, first time we
demonstrating about.
First time we sad in because last year demonstration NDC there was the same thing. Let me pull the amount. Okay, go ahead.
Under the NDC demonstration was reason for doing the demonstration. And now Ghanaian is siding with that. But these people what they are doing anyway during their time, dedicate. You are a journalist. During Akufo-Addo's time, what did it happen? During their time, media men no more are not to talk. Media men were not having man to talk. Today, media men have the right to say whatever they want. What type of government do you want again? Let me give you a typical example. That who can maybe demonstrating to the Flaster House. Omu block it by the police walk of boom from Meboa. Today, they are able to demonstrate freely and then present their petition at the the Flaster House, of which Alex Sebefia and Nokoje, you wouldn't Alex Sebefia control. Or see, this is a listening government because just a year ago, this area was blocked and nobody has the right to even come closer to the Flaster House. And then moment to me, and Nancy Abasamu demonstrating and presenting petition. That you can NDC are not NDC, Ghanaians demonstrating. Were they able to go closer to the Flaster House? Were they? When your police, police, soldier, they have boom and then they were able to demonstrate freely, went to the Flaster House and presented their petition to Alex Sebefia, the chief of staff for the vice president's office. And he took it. And some of our for that being one, because Omuniema for a buying for 8 years. And no one who said your because you never allowed anybody to even show demonstration anywhere. You brought the way, bring police to beat them. And then you have the right to work freely, to present your petition. That is one with that. That's why I'm telling you, share demonstration no more. And no more you now put the you to say, why are you demonstrating? Or say, oh, you might demonstrating. They don't know why they are demonstrating. Is that demonstrating? That is as I speak right now. about 95% of Ghanaians or 85% of Ghanaians are saying Ghana is in the right direction and in the right hands of the people to move the country forward. Bonifia and your mind. Into almost sorry no more, you are brought your own in past assembly. And our old team past assembly.
But hey, Wafaya.
What is wrong with that?
Wafaya, TME, and you wafeni abronye, and you wafeni ubia. Listen, Mamiama Kasaye, T. Mamiama Makayeno. Now, soon be free mo. What you say? Way a quabon tene, oba. When you speak that, people start to analyze Wankasa, Winnipeg, be very careful, be very cautious. So, when you say, you said in the attempt, you started at MDD, Kwasiani, and be very careful. So, any people are just, Minfan say, dropping all those people who are Wamu Kasa, San, and we are brandy,
Wait, let me retract that. But what I'm trying to say today, I brought here near my Okoye, or one of Okoye, they are inviting us. They have to invite him. Mebuana. If it's any man or Moki Kanina, it's neither here nor there. Omutras no more year, they say on Pete, the Uncomuya, and they say, I buy with that here, now there are problems here and there for them to talk. They have nothing to talk about. The only thing that they can do now is to be praising the government. And demonstration, we can some demonstration placard. Oh, mama, why are they do you buy 8 years? Why one more minor say this is what they should be doing.
Okay.
That they are doing dedicated zero work.
Okay.
Because no Ghanaian voter or no floating voter will join any of their demonstrations because it is out of place.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Because all these people that they are talking about, Abronia and so on and so forth, they have done their own thing and they need to be invited. During their time, 8 years, in which journalists have the right to speak about somebody.
All right.
You, NDC member, can speak about this government.
Mate.
Let them continue. They can get 200 demonstrations a week. No
okay.
NPP government will ever come to power again.
Okay,
they are
Mate.
gone forever.
Mate.
If anything at all, 30 years now,
all right, Joe. What I say, no MPP government is coming unless 30 years. Into MPP for Munjina ye or Nifreni Kasabeto Boabo, no Nimna, Ejina so Menko. It's yeah. It's for a car, Papa. Me too. See a Ade we going see a
president or Ghana, I don't know him. I don't need him for anything. And I'm a person can and say man so I am very careful one man paya. Yamina at the bar, Nina Pana didn't buy or one that didn't pay didn't buy. Now the dinner chino as soon, and it's a big disgrace behind him unless he goes on his knees to pray. I'm saying it because I have tracked the political journey of that man. I don't know his private life. I don't care about that. But politically, we will never work on to say, oh, no, able or minor. The evil that men do lives after them. What Jesus says here, there is blood on his hands. I don't have time. Like I will explain why. I'm saying, and the dear who born won't tear here. Soon dinner. So I'm here. Now, Mamma, a very sham. Or no, I say, and the IP. Whoa, democracy, what democracy I say. America, what did you catch a man paying for? What Georgia, wouldn't be a catcher governor. What can I say? Will be IP. May God have sympathy for this president of Ghana. Who would Jina Abontine a catcher or Mampina notices Obewu because of new age? Who are you? We crowd. Hey, the man own. So political journey. So okay, upon your rooms where you're communicator. What politician better work on or can say Yansa for more in it? Who which may come? What are your media man?
Be some one WhatsApp. Yeah, you don't ask me some of these.
You don't need to be a PhD holder to be a president. So, over your president, who are the rights of the type of people who are better off than you to surround you. President or Ghana says here, he won't surround them.
Openi abronya no we na ye chichi woni ade no yeah
me say abronya
asama me bisa no
so we democratica the abronya so one the whole year no it's political journey and everybody can do it.
Okay, and you no mami anyone
radio station
but
me be radio station in America.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And the person catch us say what Abronya is doing, you know, politically is nothing. He's even waking the president up because Omampenyo Otiso says here, you what can be a no way you. One over Jina who did Omampenyo. Hey, Papa will cross out near why your crown, Yamiko baby son question. So will you be at time we are? Hey, the evil that men do always lives after them. Current president, Uncle go to join him in chambers. No one saying a couple said we were catching and never for the but this country said because of the current president in the party or Ghana, no, I have me young soon I very, very improved and I love God. When you would fear the packer, I was so and son of what to and I'm walking. You know what this is? Dear someone come for an Akufuado. You know what this is? Dear no warrior. Are you scared to tell him to move from his evil acts politically to come to the right path in politics?
Evil art in him.
When he did Nanakufuado attempt Nanakufuado Ebewu, Nanakufuado, dear some Upa Yankofa, when I am media man, Munko play near here in some of Kafa the previous.
We are talking about today.
What is he doing?
Why don't you?
Sanami Waha, and come see New York. No papa no ma plaka pa menkwa Solomon.
See, the rumble styling of arrest.
United Nations
as someone bizarre way and say
Madam from you and said your boy and young one we are going to see a lot coming. Somebody can Ghana is covered with cloud and your friend say a bock at Ghana so. Omampanya tisos one no one reverse no one call the directional Nyamepa or the Ghana I'm telling you, and it's there. The day of better from saying to come when some men I want to know Papa Subeko. There's a man, inverted commas, begin and close, who came to in support of him. But what is going on, they are not able to talk. And God is going to ask questions. I'm telling you. The government in son and no one find answer for Amadan Chogomampenua. Mr. Adongo said, look at this brilliant man. Where is he? What of Minister of Information, bogus way, Foreign Affairs, when says, because I was saying, and the was 5 years after saying, bogus, you have to come and talk to America for by.
Okay, Joe.
Ghana for by a moment, say, what you know, because
Mate.
Watching in chair, now your friend say, one. Again, you saw by obviously Vice President Mamia Name. Chairman,
Obi Besi, Vice President, in a catch of Obi Besi, Vice President.
And I wouldn't be man. Vice President, who about to say it will be a sin, and I want to Fubina and the president,
Julius Deborah.
They see chairman or what you say, NDC chairman.
Yo, would you summon me be sound with you, dear? Mate.
Okay. Near air courses is here, Omampany, near air, you know, say, dear, I brought you away.
Okay, Mate. Mate. Joe. Joe. Mate. Okay. All right, Joe. A job as for a car and yet telling Kano or see is a big shame. Someone Bisano and came Mubia, Rumble Star, yet NPP for one Tinema. We me patch we are the just Obita wo Sakra or Sawasa, not what Chanipa, his answer, one pet will be beer. A Jessica, a year,
politically, Omampany won't cut the
why is it
Sure. Ebusiafo ejesa for kind dedicate na ye pim so de bia sa ye pim so sa ye obi mpewasem nti wo ye ne danya obetwa ne tikura sa nti no ye ko ni ma se wo a wutie na wo hwe ye share na wo like ya na wa share on all the social media handles and all na just say ye ko ni ma se enche me free video mu ha akọ na just obi foforo aba beto aso send ye no ye wa ma no ni na mum ye do ye kro entina ye dwendwene ensem a tisa ho eye ade bi a eye nyina ya sodie ba kopɛ sɛ ohu nti no wo sɛ yemia yini sɛ yebebe hyiemu na yeka be a citizen not a spectator nti no mo asɛm ana yeka ne isan emre ni nti no nanka mepɛ kasa kakrafa galamse hu na emre no endi amboaye emre no akwakɔ ye bibia ɛwɔ hɔ nti me twam ho abesisi a na asɛm we twato no mebisa na ye nyina no ye de wie preko dedicate
me ameka say bi do ba fa comfort say what one wani nka send back to Four Stars Radio just say what take Four Stars Radio bi do nyakopom say what how bia da wo su bia no e be free wo so na Four Stars Radio ye wazo papa
so upese wutie bibia Four Stars Radio ye wazi yewo adze papa enti sisi ano ensem etwato no we de ye kan tew kra na yakọ enti mamia ma sisi ano 24-hour economy na ye kan da ben na e bi fitiase na se fitiase de da we de kitu e bi na je say ye free ha akọ mamia ma mintie o
obeyi asafaka on program is because from January basically only solution the question answer just hatred or just hating for nothing are they obi or mama didika or much want to say give your evidence and go and petition him are they and I will hate you obi bata obi else about them what is what kind of answer will see you are they oh okay I feel me what idea why and when you be we don't know what Georgia stop it. A person
24-hour economy in America say yeah when would that be implemented because of
answer the question but you don't completely hate somebody like that I don't care or will be a 24-hour economy a program and a regardless whether the burden on the government is too much. Government is the Germany for America. I had Germany and one farmers market and one CVS Mercy. Government is more a private company. That private company that's part more money I'm gonna we have to know. Some of my team museum, they should be owning the marketplace. So that they pay to them. I think that those are the things that we have to venture into.
Okay.
Example.
All right.
Marketplaces, warehouses, are closed by individuals.
Okay.
But when you know government, so government of Kakusi Jama will be. Government of Kakusi Jama, I have to win the situation as a mind people. Oh, that is about America. No bit her or say, Mama, a demonstration, no Baba so also what I will fear as them and I will buy. I want to be for Canada, I want to be for New York, and there's a shame on you. What about also here placard no New York? So to be for Canada,
Mamma, and it was because two captains cannot pilot the ship. You can't, no one can, you don't attack him, sir. But
in the speech that Mama said, Nanato mentioned that some time ago, said, foreigners need the car. And Mama repeated the same thing. Sadly criticizing the back. Make my catch was okay. When Akufo-Addo came, he did this, but he didn't do this. He touched this, he didn't touch this.
Okay.
But after when President Bena, Papa Grana, and Government Bena, they saw me the body in your monster.
Okay. Yo.
Stop it.
Mate.
Now, 18 mayors program. About 24 hours.
Yeah. You should anymore. Okay.
And Yama, a person, a woman did that, and a dorsal, they will launch it, and then we go. They did launch it, I think so.
Okay. Mate. Nyamio, Mate. Joe, 24-hour situation here comes here because it was captured. It was UN speech anymore, and I say when is it coming? Busum Krondi, ye chat to a Yako Busum do no more. Into what 24-hour economy, yeah, Yemshin Mudabe.
Oh, that is 24-hour economy in the Asatiana.
Okay.
And especially when they highlight your agriculture sector. And they are starting with Nkukon just next month. Year like October year. Every district via constituency Benya 10,000 day-old chicks to start with.
Okay.
And yet very good.
Right.
10,000 day-old chicks to every constituency, which is going to bring up a very big poultry setup in the constituency across the country. That is the case. I feel no better in the next day watches. Nkukono 3-4 months no money. Ukumo mo we ni asa de kupraba. It is the importation of they are going to work 24 hours. And you know 24-hour economy are started that and you are starting with port so when you are aware I'm telling the public. You are starting with port. The Mahabo is operating 24-hour economy. They are clearing food 24/7. Ukotakura the port the same thing is going on. Akoso Motesta, almost started that. You are Pontesta, almost start almost they are in operation. So they are saying trade minister no Ofosu Ajare, Honor started no Akoso Motesta, you are Pontesta. Now we are moving into Tema Port. Takura the port, 24-hour economy. That's the case. Look at the number of people Akosombo Tema Port employed in the day. And if they are going to run 24-hour economy, then you can look at it. Already no population at triple what they are there. In the unemployment situation, the best at here easy. Takura the port, the same thing. They have the same capacity. Who got Tema Port? Mahama BM to the sense a port now almost like 2 is the one of the biggest in West Africa. Look at the number of workers that will work there. Number of workers that were working in the 2024 is now going to triple because the 10,000 were working at. Now it will be what? 30,000. If you go to Takura there, if 10,000 were working at, it will be what? 30,000. If you go to Akosombo, 10,000 and 5,000.
Indeed, so far, employment saying Ababeka. Statistics in the Nyamai. Statistics in by okay.
I'm giving you the estimation what they are saying. Follow. And in Kukon Kitty we plan that case 10,000 beds to every constituency are multiplied by the number of constituencies we have. And you're interested in at a go by a DB started near to
okay.
And so Eric Popoku agri minister who say Oka Obeye or one of the hardworking agri ministers we have ever had in our country.
Okay.
And our Kiki starting in just next month. The 24-hour economy, they are starting.
All right.
We keep on rolling. Not other companies to join.
Okay.
Private company, pharmaceuticals, join you already.
Okay. All right.
It's
in progress already. Okay, Joe.
Gradually, that's the case.
Yeah.
Unemployment is going to be a thing of the past.
The
great leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, the listening president, and the what do you call it?
The reset.
The resetting agenda. Ongoing.
Okay, Joe. Matthias here, the listening president and then the researching agenda president. It keeps the nation going. You know, Minko just for una unimbicha to na Mr. Wa and my yeah, way 24-hour economy. Yeah, so we want to be a
ban way the buy it's a scam. A contompo what the be independence because Omampany or Tissus olden days, Ukasawa Tamalia, a deep 1 month, not a new Accra. Samson I Ukasa from Accra 1 month, new Tamale, and then Ukasa 1 minute,
Try anyway.
Omampany way, Begina Hokasa Oba or best top of Galamsey at his best. Omampany way so sabe Gina a Pegasus a platform so I say about 4 million people that benefited from Galamsey, and to say, "My Galamsey, and you Jana Sanoa, and you probably lose." Hey, says Sada me, we were Ghana and Kadaranka, or my penina couldn't free me too. Sada, you know what say. Galamsey, no, Nipa, so, hey, wouldn't sound a bit so big, and Benifubia no what is what them. He should bow down politically. Insane, and I'll keep on saying, that over here at dear Omampany or to see a bit 2 and a more a year come on, a baby son of a radio station. I will come and applaud him. Mamma Mika was saying to I respect you because of commonsensically and Mamuni Munyansa Papa Bomba Basso. Mamin Council as a winter, not the Biaoba. I don't know the president, me who knows so that I don't need him for anything. When he does it right now, I will come and applaud him. Let me tell you this. And after that, I'm concluding. Mama, let me tell you. So, what tried the animal, what the army won't tell the animal, want me to tell the animal. Mama, Min can't say, Meti America. Assembly a Coastal Ghana and Metina that very day. So, my penina, catch on the set. Mammy, I'm a opportunity, and me to the Oka Betty, the Miss From Mampenina, catch on the set where you're on Mampenini. Yenina ye shame ye fiano, a yard ye free and numu ban. Unto sana on what it. Ma on sign and nano and co and some jana nania wakano, once the sana. That's what said to Papa for what it, or your Mampenini. Yenina ye shano, and Kola e shano. Would you almighty through a nim? Maybe so, near Obacano. Catch you on the one year what it. Mr. Mamma, would you mean yourself? Meaning, sir, also in that tea, Mamma come to Bia. But Yana or say, oh, Maldi, so if you are coming over Cano and your post, but side position party, side bound way to Sudan as is here. Now, copy position here, I have you what? Because Papa did your Cano, I dare come over down. May side person to negotiate Cassavia or car, a far galam save. Papa won one car, and then you was a becker. Opinion. Put me down one no sir. Hey,
24-hour economy in India one come with you.
My cousin said a scam.
Okay, all right, yo, Mate,
Daddy K, me patch of 24-hour now, or Mukasa or Mubayano, a scam. Because Omampany Castle about 1 week or 2 weeks, or was Jai Galamsey, a bit cap. Or by our sick Galamsey, me senses with Galamsey, no, and Nipa a feed woman. Hey, Papa Milfi, was Sissy Kabia, or Makunyan or Amanone. Senka, and yes, I Galams. How Mamban is
okay, all right, yeah. Yo. Meda Jasa for Casa, Meda Wibiase, Viasa for 9 years of human. This is the arcade. Senior Mikayano, Atlanta, Han, or me a Ghana, Yin, Ghana for, and then we want the best for our great and a beautiful country. And it's and I might to me babishi moha, not your junjun or my Ghana. No beer can be a no answer and our face, you know, near one who soon what general effa and what they ba abontine. Na mestre say, because a casabia corners and Kuya Mofa Monfanchame, Monfanchamina, and Nisa Ebanisa. Yana meno yena yinifi kakra adia penny atem didi of any kind. It really it hurts me hami ankasa inti say yakasa. We have so many ways of killing a cat. So obi to me afa kasa kwambia kabibi, but then mom say e be free we no mu abasa de bina e koto fancy comedy obi kokan be ewo ne fidie so a ye che no. So until we're talking about all these things, you know, near ye kan nyina no e ko enframem e na ko abefo fidie so until eda so afebo near wo kan wan kan ye o chena na obi aba be to or de aba say emre twom nsa e na until na podi ehu ye papa for enam bia no bibi esi bia no bia fa the phone. Let's just say we chat na what they call nti meda mu nyinaa se mo a mu tie wo echichi ne benche nyinaa no meda mo ase YouTube, Facebook, yeah, revise me yako here comment bi ewa. Okay, if you send a comment na mentimi akan ya fa check me next time na mrena so I will say feel free mo akọ. Nti mamie ma wo fa ya eja asafo aka meda mu nyinaa ase ye ni hu anase ye do ye hu a ye ni hu tinye ni sa wunu obi so anopa wunso kan ehwe ni manager nti sa pepe mpenifo asema mu kan na ni na ye krogen afi so Andy Hope C and afi Maxwell mu na mu organ mo na moto and your money edi man me ewo krom ha I just say mu kru dwumadi no so mo hwe. I mean technology has come a long way. It's so nice, so beautiful. Say as we speak, you know, obi o baby and a watching team mfidi, you know, can't you see that it will come a long way? The same thing AI so aba into ye bibi. We just have to be very careful. We ye bibi na se nimpa mhwe wa camera f show baby. So we just have to be very careful. Things that proceed out of the map and some ye kekani and muka uni na no so no there should be a baby and for I was so surprised and shocked. That was I was talking to somebody pa na what should I say sena injuma ye ni ade nyina no. There are some key positions be will apply for. They go to your Facebook, they go to your social media and dig and see some of the things you say. And you're very careful. Yeah, it will come back and hurt us. And that Uncle Kase will be an eye. Intimidate we be asked that okay. I mean, also I gotta get out of here. So big shout out to all the people who support the 4 stars and keep doing the best you can every day, every time. Be active and proactive. That's how we get down with Daddy K. I'm shutting it down from coast to coast. It's about time. I am out.
Radio and TV. Upon the Yamaka at the power, who say, baby. Hello, at the 4 and a 4 next week. Midday, Navina. Okay, and some pets, yeah, we still on start ready.